We'll start just very gently with some breathing meditation before we go into the analysis and visualization. So if you want to get yourself a nice posture, nice and straight, feeling stable and held by both your seat and your own body. Making any adjustments that you need to make so that it feels like there is good alignment and balance without strain. And then shift to setting a motivation. May this meditation open my heart, bring clarity to my mind, so that I can be of most benefit to both myself and others. Creating a pocket of peace in this distressed world that then has a ripple effect, radiating peace outward. And with that motivation, shift your focus to the breath. And just be with the simplicity and the directness of your own breathing, without trying to control it or make it any kind of way. If it is shallow, you simply know that it is shallow. If it is deep, you simply know that it is deep. Just marry your awareness to it. As distractions arise, make the decision not to feed them. Allow them to dissolve naturally. different thoughts and sensations occur to you, and you don't push them away, and you don't pull them forward. You just allow them to come and go naturally, while remaining attentive with the breath. Allow everything else to fade to the background, not giving it your attention. And now consciously shift to analysis and start by very kindly and gently listing your own difficulties to yourself. With the objectivity of a scientist, with the kindness of a mother, just think about what don't you want to be the case. Things that are a struggle physically, pain, illness, age, impressions of beauty, etc. Just be with what you don't want to be the case physically for a moment. Make a list. And as you think about the different things that worry you about your body, ask yourself, is this unique to me 100%? Or are there others in the world having the same issue, even at the very same time? The same aches and pains, the same suffering of heat or cold, the same worries about beauty or age, the same illness. Allow yourself to feel connected to them, a community with those who have the same pain. And imagine all of this physical difficulty, all of the things that you don't want to be the case with your body, take the form of billowing black smoke in the space in front of you. The smoke is like the shape of your aversions, of your worries, fears. The smoke looks toxic and ominous, like heavy pollution, like plastic being burnt. And then imagine within you courage and resilience engaged that thinks every one of these difficulties is a pathway to empathy. Every one of these hardships can help me connect to the human experience. And by letting go of resistance to it, my heart is more open and present for the distress of others. And so you imagine voluntarily breathing all of this hardship back in, taking it back. But in no way it harms you, not at all. You give this billowing black smoke to the selfish attitude that makes your life too small, that makes all of your worries too big. Imagine this selfishness is like a shell or a shield surrounding your good, kind heart. As you breathe in the smoke, it begins to dissolve this shield. Giving your heart back its freedom. And so take back your pain on the in-breath. Take back your physical worries and anxieties, insecurities. Give them to this negative self-cherishing selfishness, which makes us self-conscious and fragile. That shell or shield covering your heart, becoming weaker and weaker. That beautiful happiness and goodwill at your heart center, more and more able to radiate out. And so then shift and think all of the things that you appreciate about your body. Its independence, its level of health, the warmth that comes through your features, its ability to soothe and comfort. Just list for yourself what you appreciate about your physicality. And imagine that all that you appreciate about your body and your physicality takes the form of warm golden light at your heart. Because of self-cherishing selfishness, you try to hoard it and cling to it, like trying to capture sunlight in your hands. And so instead of that normal tendency, imagine sending out the radiant light of all of your appreciation and joys. Send out all that you appreciate about your body and physicality in the form of golden light on the out-breath, letting go of attachment to it, hoarding it or clinging to it. You breathe it out, remembering it's impermanent. And you keep breathing it out until the golden light of your joy of it surrounds you, outside of you. And the light of this happiness and joy now outside of you. Imagine that you've let go of a degree of your attachment to it, clinging to it. And having done so, it now comes back to you, absorbing back into you. But this time free from attachment. And so imagining that you now see the issues around your body with a better perspective, shift your attention to the people in your life and their issues around their bodies, their health, their beauty, their energy level. And as you think of the different people in your life, imagine breathing in black smoke of their distress, sending out the golden light of your joy and contentment. And each round of giving and taking, dissolving that shell that surrounds your heart, making you freer and lighter each round. Breathing in the black smoke of their distress, breathing out the golden light of your joy and happiness. Starting with issues of the body. You can think that you take whatever they think of as their ugliness, and you send them whatever you think of as beauty. That you take whatever they have labeled as pain, and send them whatever you think of as comfort. All in the form of taking black smoke, giving golden light. taking what they consider to be illness, giving what you consider to be health. Each cycle of breath making your heart freer, more expansive, less self-absorbed. Each cycle of giving and taking, lifting them out of their worries, out of their own self-obsession and self-consciousness. Each cycle of breath connecting you, opening pathways between you, so compassion and love can flow. And now shift from thinking about the physical issues of yourself and others to thinking about the mental issues of just yourself at first. The things that you don't want to be the case. The habits within your own mind you wish weren't there. The worries and stresses and anxieties. Allow yourself to name them with some objectivity and space, without getting pulled into the drama of them. List for yourself what worries you. Might be in external things like relationships, finances, worries like work, or it could be about your inner conversation, issues of insecurity or self-hatred, anger or defensiveness, melancholy, etc. Allow yourself to name them without getting sucked into them. Just allow that list. The things that worry you about your outer life. The things you acknowledge are problematic about your inner life. And then think of and imagine all the people in the world who have these same issues, perhaps different details, but the same basic problems. And by thinking of these other people, it in no way diminishes your own suffering in terms of its significance. It diminishes your suffering in terms of feeling alone with it. Allow yourself to feel connected to those others who suffer in the ways that you suffer. And think every one of these problems in my life, outer and inner, are potential pathways for self-awareness, self-development, connecting to the human condition, pathways of empathy to others. Every single one of them is fuel for my practice potentially. And so what my mind normally says it doesn't want, decide to voluntarily take back, using it differently, seeing it differently. All of these problems taking the form of black smoke, billowing in front of you, toxic and ominous. And it's as if you mentally straighten your shoulders and straighten your back, recalling your courage and your resilience. And at the same time deciding to let these things soften you and open you. Breathe them back in. And with each in-breath, that false shield, that illusory protection that prevents your heart from being free and full, dissolves. Breathing in black smoke, giving it to the self-cherishing thought, the selfishness that limits our ability for open-heartedness and full joy. These issues came from the self-cherishing thought. Give them back to the self-cherishing thought, the negative type of self-obsession that makes our world too small and makes our problems too big, that limits our perspective. Breathing back in the smoke and dissolving that tendency. Allowing the view to widen. Allowing the heart to expand. And then shift to thinking about what is going very well in your life, externally and internally. The good connections and relationships, the resources and abundance, as well as your inner development, your compassion and kindness, your insight and flexibility. Just think about all of those things that are going very well in your outer world and in your inner world. The tools and supports you already have. List them for yourself. Name them. And with all of these joys of your outer world and your inner life, imagine them as a warm golden light at your heart center. But because of the selfish attitude, the tendency is to cling and guard, to worry about its transitory nature, to become afflicted about it and feel entitled. And so that joy of our life is smaller than it can be. It's again like trying to hold sunlight in your hands. And so open back out and breathe out this golden light of all the joys of your outer and inner worlds. Let go of your attachment to it, your clinging to ownership, your hopes for stability and permanence. Let it form a golden cloud around yourself, outside yourself. Keep sending it out on the out-breath. Breathing out golden light. An awareness of this warm golden light all around you occurs to your mind. And imagine that now that all of your joys have been released from their attachment and clinging, they come back to you, flowing back into you through your pores, nourishing your body and mind with all that is supportive, healthy, and joyful. But now it's free from attachment and clinging. There's flexibility and movement with it. Gratitude instead of entitlement. And you shift your attention to the people in your life. What is going on for them in their outer world, their relationships, work, finances, etc. And what you imagine to be the case in their inner world in terms of their worries and anxieties. And imagine taking that suffering from them in the form of black smoke, and sharing and giving your happiness to them in the form of golden light. You can think of one or two people, or many, but try to have a directness. Breathing in black smoke, giving it to your self-cherishing thought, sending out golden light, giving them peace and contentment. Again and again, very gently, these two ideas riding on the breath. Taking, we connect with compassion. Giving, we connect with love. Breathing in and breathing out. Each cycle of breath, opening up more and more connections between you, dissolving more and more tendencies of selfishness. Some people in your life, this is easier to do for than others. Gently try to stretch yourself to do the giving and taking with some people who frustrate you, or for whom you know your heart is blocked toward. Your heart becoming more and more free. Any tightness or hardness of heart dissolving. And then allow yourself to become more abstract by taking the suffering of the world and its inhabitants, giving it to your own self-cherishing, releasing you from it, as well as releasing any aversion, any tension you have about observing the distress of the world. By taking it in, you get out of your own way. You can see it in balance without becoming grief-stricken. You can touch the suffering, having compassion instead of grief. Steadiness and peace instead of anxiety and fear. Breathing in the suffering of the world in the form of black smoke. Breathing out golden light, happiness, contentment, health. Sending it all over the world to all living beings. Again and again, breathing in compassion, breathing out love, breathing in black smoke, breathing out golden light, breathing in self-cherishing dissolves, breathing out cherishing others increases. Just very gently, without altering your breath or its pace. And then let go of your visualization and let go of your focus on the breath. But hold the ideals of loving kindness and compassion expansively and freely resting at your heart center. Free of the prison of self-obsession and narrow focus. And then we finish with the mantra of action and protection. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. 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 And relaxing your attention,